Doug MPA back with another video. So this is number 2 of my compilation of women on TikTok that regret their tattoos. The first one went over really, really well, so I'm making a second one. And like I do on all my tattoo videos, guys, don't get a tattoo before you're 25 years old. Because more than likely, you're going to get one that you're going to regret later on in life. We all know that your brain's not fully formed until you're 25. You don't know where you're going to end up. Okay, and definitely don't get a tattoo on your face, and don't get a tattoo on your neck, and don't get a tattoo on your forearms, and don't get a tattoo on your hands, guys. Now you may say, oh, tattoo acceptance. Look, Doug MPA is 43 years old. In my generation, we still don't like the tattoos, and we're the ones sitting across the desk from you hiring people. I'm telling you, my generation, we don't like tattoos on employees, and we got 20, 30 years left in the workforce. So before I get into this compilation, like the video, subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate it. It shows you support me and what I'm doing over here. And let's get into this first one. This first one's a doozy. So this girl and her husband just decided to start walking around barefoot all the time. That's right. They go everywhere barefoot. She decided to get barefoot queen on her foot, and she spelled bear wrong. Let's get into this.
I now fully regret the tattoo that I got yesterday.
Look at that. BEARFOOT. You can't make this stuff up, guys.
So long story short, me and my husband decided to start walking barefoot indoors, outdoors, everywhere we go. I'm
so gross, guys. Ugh, people walking around barefoot. Ugh.
Not joking. I mean everywhere, like Urban Outfitters, Sephora. This was a huge decision to us, and it means a lot to us. Walking barefoot exposes us to heavy metals such as arsenic, cadmium, and lead. It exposes us to a healthy level of contaminants and allows us to build immunity. I am so beyond thankful for this, so I wanted to get a tattoo to remember it.
Have you guys heard of any of this? If there are any medical professionals watching this video, can you put in the comments if this is a real thing? And put in the comments, would you walk around barefoot everywhere? What if they ended up going to like a gas station bathroom? Could you imagine walking barefoot at your local 7-Eleven or Chevron bathroom? Ugh, or like one of those truck stop bathrooms? Ugh, disgusting.
I wanted to remember why I started walking barefoot and stay motivated to keep walking barefoot. As you can see from this video, my posture is phenomenal. It has increased so much from walking barefoot. When we got to the shop, they had us write down what we wanted. So I wrote Barefoot Queen down on a notepad. I initialed it, said it looked great. Seth has even won a national spelling bee, and he didn't notice anything wrong with it.
There's so many stops to failure, and they just blasted right through it. How did he not see it? How? Maybe this is a stunt for clout. I don't know.
He put the stencil on, I checked it in the mirror, and I was like, yes, everything looks great, let's start. So we started literally doing the tattoo on me, and it took me until I posted a TikTok to realize that I spelled barefoot wrong. I'm so embarrassed that we spelled barefoot wrong because barefoot walking is so common in Ohio. I was so excited when I got this tattoo, and now I'm sad, so I don't know what I should do. Do I keep the tattoo or do I get it covered, and what would I possibly cover it with? Please give me any advice you have and let me know what I should do at this point.
You should start walking around barefoot first. Oh, that's so nasty. Could you imagine? And how does she spell that wrong? Come on. And then the tattoo artist is going to go on camera showing that he spelled it wrong. Would you go to that tattoo artist knowing that he spelled that wrong on her foot and she posted it all over social media? Ugh. Case number 2, let's go.
A teenager and you were like, this is not a phase, Mom, this is the real me. It was a phase.
So I've been seeing a lot of people talk about their tattoo regret recently, and I just want to say that it's totally valid. But one of the biggest things that's said throughout a lot of the videos are, don't get tattooed when you're young, think about it, wait until you're older to get tattooed. And
that is sound advice. And look at all of her tattoos. Are those snowflakes on her neck and that screaming face and stuff? What are people thinking? I said this on a previous video. I'll say it again. Doug MPA was a big nerd growing up. I wanted to get video game logos tattooed on me. One of my favorite movies is Brandon Lee's The Crow. I was going to get that crow on the movie poster tattooed across my shoulder blades. I don't have any, and thank God I made the decision to not get any of those tattoos.
And here's why I disagree with that. So I've been getting tattooed since I was 18, and I think I got 3 of my tattoos in that first year. I haven't felt any tattoo regret, and I think it's because I view tattoos as a marker of who I am, and
They tell my story, you know, you know, it points to what I was going through in different parts of my life.
who I was at that age. I think it's really cool to be able to look at my tattoos and think about 18-year-old me or 19-year-old me or 20-year-old me and how excited I was, and where I was working, who tattooed me, what that day was like, who I was dating, where I was living, and just like think about that younger part of myself. And it warms my heart because I love those parts of myself. I also think there's something to be said for people who have always wanted to be heavily tattooed. I mean, ever since I was a little kid, I was surrounded by adults who were heavily tattooed, and I remember just always wanting to look like that, right?
This reminds me, when did we shift away from heavily tattooed being associated with criminals in jail and prison? Because I don't, to me, I was always raised I was raised during the time where that was the thing. If you saw someone heavily tatted, they were, involved in some type of crime, especially if they had tattoos on their face or neck, or they did time. When did we start to shift away from that?
Now, I do think there's something to be said about like trendy tattoos. I think if you want to get a trendy tattoo and you like it, and if it's your style and you feel called to do that, I think you should do it. But I think you should only do it if it's something that you want to do, and not because it's a trend and you want other people to think that you look cool or to fit in with other people. I think that's where a lot of people start to regret their tattoo.
You guys hear that snoring in the background? Is that her dog? Man, that sounds like a big dog. Wow.
So to kind of sum everything up, you can't expect to love the design of your tattoo for the rest of your life. And so I think looking at your tattoos as more of a stamp of who you were and loving who you were is a great perspective to have. That's the one that I have, and I don't expect to love the art on me for the rest of my life, but I expect to love what that art represents and who I was when I got it. And only get tattooed if it's what you want, and don't get a trendy tattoo or a flash tattoo or whatever because of what you want other people to think of you. Getting tattooed is for you, and I think that's important to remember too.
That's sound advice. I have nothing bad to say about that. I don't think that she should have got all these tattoos, and she's still young, and I guarantee you 5 years from now, she's going to have a different perspective and start posting about how she regrets a bunch of her tattoos. I guarantee that.
Also, my last thing is we are not talking about poorly done tattoos or bad tattoos. Do your research. Find a good artist.
Tattoo regret is real, everyone. Be careful with these tattoos. Because like I said at the beginning of this video, you know where you're gonna end up in life. And you could put a tattoo in a place that could adversely affect your career prospects, all sorts of different things. So be careful. And our last case, let's go.
Y'all, can we please talk about tattoo regret?
Yeah, let's.
Because I hate these tattoos. I hate them. I hate them. I hate them. I literally, this is not me. This is not me. It makes me look like, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, I want to be.
She's another one of those where she wants to be perceived as soft instead of being perceived as hard, because I don't know how many times men have to tell ladies, you get further if you're perceived as soft. You get more things in life, especially in the world of men, If you want to be out here and fight in the world of men, you can do it. But this girl is attractive enough where she can get whatever she wants if she was just soft. But now she has all these tattoos. It makes her look like a freaking serial killer.
But I can't be, because these are so in your face. You know what I'm saying? Like, no. Like, I like this one. I like this one. I like my Playboy one. But this... oh my gosh. It's just too... no. Like, I don't know what I was thinking when I was 20 years old and I got 7 tattoos. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. 7 tattoos in under a year. This is your sign. If you want a tattoo and you've never gotten a tattoo or whatever, and you think your tattoo addiction has just started, wait 2 years before you get that tattoo. If you
wait till you're 25. How about that? Like I keep saying. And a red dragon tattoo on her arm. What was she thinking? Yikes.
you still want it in 2 years, okay, by all means, get the tattoo. But I want these removed from my body. Everyone's like, oh, they're not that bad. But, like, this is not me, though. Like, this is not me. Like, what is that? What is that? What is that?
Yeah, that is cringe, man. Yikes. Look at it. It looks even worse now that she has it close to the screen. And, you know, I got to give on all these tattoo regret videos, please know that I'm giving them credit in admitting that they regret their tattoos and speaking about it. You know, I'm not here to make fun of these people. This is about awareness, first and foremost. Be careful with these tattoos. And thank you, young lady, for sharing this on TikTok.
Look at that. Like, why am I even showing my arm like that right now? Like, what is that? Look at the scales. What is that? This is cute, but, like, not on me. Like, I would rather not have it. Like, it's just too much. Like, no.
See, that's called accountability. And honestly, okay, while you're watching this, have you been looking at her face or have you been looking at her tattoos? Because I've been looking at that red tattoo the whole time. And I guarantee you, I turn this video off, I won't even remember what her face looks like, but I sure will remember that red tattoo.
I used to say, whenever I was getting on these, I was like, yeah, I want sleeves. I want neck tattoos. I want, like, who was? No. Send her back. No. I'm severely anemic, so I normally like wearing long sleeves anyways, but long sleeves also help because of this situation. Like, what? Like, I don't ever put on a long sleeve just to cover up my tattoos, but it just helps because I'm always cold. But, like, sometimes, like, I was literally spiraling the other day going through my pictures like, oh, what did I do?
Honesty, accountability. I love hearing it. Guys, I'm going to post the links to these in the description if you don't want to hear me talking over them. But so you'll be able to click on them and watch them for yourself. But once again, this whole tattoo thing, man, you're making decisions that are going to affect the rest of your life. Guys, don't get tattoos until you're 25, at least. Make sure you've gotten to where you want to go first. Let me know what you think about this in the comments. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you on the next one.